The entertainer talking sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. I'll have a few videos up today, including one that I did recapping the NFL draft from 2013 to 2017 from the New York Giants, kind of giving a perspective as to how the New York Giants got into the situation that they're currently in. Kind of wanted to backtrack and look at some prior years, so that should be a really fun video. Did a lot of research on that. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the news that has come out on Deandre Baker. What else would I talk about right now? And huge news dropped, I think it was late last night, early this morning, on the case. And there has been so many twists and turns here. Of course, originally, Deandre Baker, a lot of people thought could have been guilty. There was 5 supposed witnesses willing to testify. There was a warrant out for his arrest. Then all the witnesses rescinded their statement, said that they were not going to testify against him. And, you know, then the whole PlayStation story came out that Deandre Baker was playing PlayStation, and everything was pointing to that there was no case. And I still feel that more than likely, from everything I'm hearing and reading, that Deandre Baker will probably be ruled not guilty, if I had to guess. That remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. But late last night, Quinton Dunbars' attorney released on Twitter for all of the public to see a tweet that included Deandre Baker's name in the tweet, saying that he was at the card game and Quinton Dunbar was not. And now Deandre Baker's attorney is threatening to sue for defamation of character. There was also a picture in that text message that some may, that he's saying that it may lead some people to believe that it was Deandre Baker. Now, when you really look at the picture, I do not believe it's Baker, but we'll get into that. But just some crazy twists and turns in this case. And we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. But now it looks as if Deandre Baker's lawyer might be suing Quinton Dunbar's lawyer, as this is just getting way out of control. But the first thing I wanted to pull up here was this. This is Michael Greco, the attorney for Quinton Dunbar. If, according to the accusers, our client, Quinton Dunbar, lost a bunch of money earlier in the week at some gambling party, suggesting he had a motive, and of course that was the initial story that came out, that they lost, I think it was $70,000, and then they had a motive to rob them to get their money back, why did the organizer text Dunbar about not knowing about the prior party and what went down? Answer, because he wasn't there. And we're going to get more into this and some of the other things that he said about the text message that Dunbar received. And in this message, he points to Deandre Baker. Let's get to the second part. Greco tweeted a private message sent to Dunbar from someone he claims was at a party a few days ago before the alleged incident. You missed some good money yesterday, bro. Dolphin players. Dre Baker, of course, Deandre Baker, even beat him. We beat him out of $10K on the game, and then it's what's shooting dice about another $60K out there. Greco wrote that this proves Dunbar was not at the gambling get-together. But obviously, if this is accurate, Deandre Baker was, which would give Deandre Baker the motive and Quinton Dunbar not. Deandre Baker's attorney, to say the least, is not happy. We're going to get into some of the things that he had to say, but he is threatening to sue for defamation of character. Baker's name is in the text, and there are some who might think Baker is also the one pictured in the photo. Baker's attorney, Patrick Patel, says that could be construed as damaging to his client, and they will take action. We're going to get into the photo in a second. Next thing I wanted to pull up for you. Baker is going to immediately file a lawsuit against Greco for slander, making everybody believe that Baker is in that picture because his name is in the text, Patel told the New York Post. Next thing, the text is complete bullcrap, Patel said. Read the text. You could say anybody is that person. Wasn't it everybody at the beginning that my client Baker lost $70,000? Now go read the text. The text is saying Baker won $10,000. So what are we doing? Look at the size of the arms and the tats, Patel said. It's not him. And that was the first thing I looked at. I looked at the tattoos, and I agree with Patel. And we're going to show you a picture of him, with his jersey on, and then the picture of the man in the photo, and it just does not add up. Next thing we're going to pull up is this. Deandre has no knowledge of anybody in those texts. Who sent it to who? Patel said. Let the guy come forward. I cannot wait to get to Greco on the stand and cross-examine him on how he got that text, who he got that text from. So Patel, the lawyer for DeAndre Baker, is not happy at all. And I still think, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do really believe that DeAndre Baker will be proven not guilty based on just the fact that all the witnesses, rescinded their statements, not to mention there's no video evidence. So I don't think the prosecution has much of a leg to stand on. But I don't understand for the life of me why Greco, the attorney for Dunbar, would come out with this tweet. This is not something that should be public knowledge. You're a paid professional. You're probably getting paid a lot of money for this case. And I would sue him too. You're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah, it's just crazy to me. This is the photo that was released, and the guy in the red shirt, I would assume, would be the guy that some may say could be DeAndre Baker. But if you look at that photo there, he's got tattoos all over his arm, and he looks to have more of a skinnier frame than that of DeAndre Baker. Also, there's a beard there on the chin, and I saw a video of DeAndre Baker, I think it was a couple days ago. Didn't see much there. Of course, he could have shaven, and I didn't see a updated picture of him. Now, there was the video. I could have went back and seen that, but I pulled up a picture of him last year, right there with the right arm. I don't see any tattoos. So I very much doubt in that photo that that's DeAndre Baker. But this is just getting out of control at this point in time with this entire case. And I can't wait until we have some answers. But it looks as if, to me, like I've said, the last couple, videos that I've made, that I do think DeAndre Baker will get off here. Now, the question is, will he serve some kind of suspension? And everyone's going to say, well, if he's innocent or not guilty, how is he going to serve a suspension? Well, I'll point to Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott was not guilty, and he served 6 games. When he was originally accused, I think it was of domestic abuse, whatever it was. In this case, that Roger Goodell could say in that text message, there is evidence that he was gambling tens to 20s to 30s of thousands of dollars, in an illegal card game or dice game or whatever it may be. Not to mention it was a pandemic. Now, some of my subscribers said that they were in phase 1 when this happened, but then another one of my subscribers said that was not the case, that they still should not have been going out to public events and parties. I don't know, but regardless, I do think even if he's proven innocent or not guilty, there is a very strong possibility that the NFL and Roger Goodell could suspend DeAndre Baker for at least 4 games. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. We'll have to wait and see if he's guilty or he's innocent. I'm still not going to give my, say either one is definite at this point, but it's looking more and more likely, in my opinion, that DeAndre Baker will be let off. But this is just a crazy turn of events here in this case now, with Quinton Dunbar's lawyer releasing a picture after saying that DeAndre Baker was at the party to try to make his client look like he was innocent. Crazy stuff, guys. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.